I'll start my presentation with talking about the process of the whole project. Firstly is the brainstorming. We decided to do on the topic of divorce as we realized there's an increase in divorce cases in Singapore. And we question ourselves, is it because of the increase in adultery, or is it because of the increase in abusive acts? But we realized that that is not the case. The reason why there is more divorce is because women now are able to stand up for their own rights. They are no longer the weaker gender in the society. Secondly, after brainstorming, we started on our planning of the storyboard. We came up with the different scenes. Then we started to draw and color these scenes. But in the midst of doing it, we realized that we went off point, as we did not show how modern society actually affects the increase in number of cases of divorce in Singapore. So we had to redraw and recolor again and scan. So after all this, we actually put all these pictures together and into a movie maker. Then we use Audacity and record all our recordings. Then we put all these dialogues that we have recorded together, and we have to tally with our movie maker to ensure that it's an overlap. Then lastly, we have to export this movie maker file as WAV, and then we put this audio into the movie maker file. That's how the whole project is done.
This video targets at modern families where couples divorce easily when they cannot compromise with one another. Women at the present society are more independent, and they feel that they have equal social status as men. Thus, in a divorce, they find it easier to adapt and gain a living to support themselves even without the help of spouse, as compared to the past. Today, divorce may be a better option not only for women but for both parties as well.
For this project, we actually encountered some technical problems. Firstly, it was the lengthening of the audio in Audacity. While editing our audio, we actually wanted for the audio duration to suit our video duration. However, we tried using some tools and even reading up our notes, but the problem was not solved. We wanted to lengthen the audio by dragging the audio longer so that it will fit the duration of our video. So this problem was not solved. For the second technical problem, it was importing audio into Windows Movie Maker. We actually saved all our audio in a thumb drive and then inserted it into our desktop. So from there, we actually imported it into Windows Movie Maker. However, we did not notice that all the audio documents are actually in a thumb drive and not in a desktop. Hence, we actually transferred all the audio documents from the thumb drive to the desktop. So from the desktop, we imported it into Windows Movie Maker, and then the problem was solved. Thirdly, we actually tried working with Windows Movie Maker on another laptop. However, when we transferred the file to other laptops to work with, we actually saw that the pictures would not appear. Hence, this problem was not solved either.
The first problem that we had is that we are unable to find suitable timings to meet up, as 3 out of 4 of us are involved in the Vietnam learning trip. Our available time slots clash, and thus we had to split up the work and meet up to compile the things we had. When we wanted to compile our findings, we found out that our individual parts could not fit each other. Secondly, we lack of advanced IT knowledge, which caused us to be unable to solve technological problems from the movie maker and Audacity. Thirdly, our scenes were hand-drawn, and that caused a lot of patience, research, and creativity. It was very time-consuming in order to complete the drawings. Lastly, when we finished the movie maker and recordings, we were unable to combine the two files together. We took several hours to redo the recordings before we successfully completed the project.
All of us have been present for all the discussion, and we actually did the compilation of our individual recording together. For Clarabel, she was the one who did the drawing. She did the colouring and recording of the background music. Then for me, I actually assisted Clarabel in the colouring of the pictures and actually burned the CD and printed the storyboard. For Qihui, she actually put all the pictures together into the movie maker file, and she arranged all the files that we have for submission. Lastly, me, Qihui and Chantel actually worked on the storyboard and planned the script.
For this project, we actually found out some key points to making our project a successful one. For the first point, it was actually brainstorming of ideas. We actually thought up of different ideas that is related to our module on Singapore families, and in the end we came up with the topic on divorce. Secondly, we actually think that cooperating with one another is very important as well, as cooperation works when everyone knows her roles in the project, as well as sharing of ideas and accepting one another's ideas. And thirdly, most importantly, we also need to apply our learning during our tutorial and lectures to this project. It's important that we pay attention during our lessons and our class, and also refer to our notes to help us and guide us through this project. And also thanks to our lecturer who has even helped us through this video making. Thank you.